Now, hello there today, and we're gonna be talking about My Hero Academia, Shota Todoroki, and this is from Total Anime, or that's their sub name, and it's mainly Jazz Wave, the people who is now making FNAF stuff. So yeah, the FNAF mystery pack does no two packs, the Endo series. If that's new stuff's out, I have the Shadow Freddy one. Yeah, I have that. He has a pretty decent pricing actually. He was like at least $30, same pricing as the other ones, which is actually affordable. So he's a collectible that is actually affordable you to buy. That says something when I say you need to buy it as a collectible, and he's like $30 better than paying 100 or 60 for the same thing. You would look somewhere else. But since he's only exclusive to that site anyways, but so I'm getting on a tangent. I did buy it for $17, which I kind of find, even though it's a little ridiculous sounding. Even though he was like 18 or 19 bucks, I bought him for $2, $3 less. You see, why would you buy that for that pricing? Well, I don't have them. I don't have anything like this in my collection. Look, I know I have more Legends and like Spider Man or anything else, like other Spider Man characters. My Teenage Mutant Turtle collection, my a lot of figures I have owned for so long now. I don't really have a lot of anime figures. Shocker. I don't have a lot of anime ones, which I don't do action figures for anime characters at all. It's like I'm making like statues. It's right that one corner that way because that's where I mainly keep a lot of my statues. I only do statues, which is shocker. I don't do a lot of stuff for that for a reason. I don't. I kind of find it ridiculous that I don't even do that. You think I would because I do collect this shit. So, um, yeah, let's look at the figures. Sorry, tangent on words.
Now we're gonna look at the total anime My Hero Academia Shota Todoroki. Now I bought some Walmart. I did get it in store for 17 in general, but that's already from the intro, so you know what I gotta talk about that. But here are the accessories, and I separate them pretty easily. So eyes on this side, fire on that side. Two alternate faces, two fists. I got the flicking hands, and I do like how it looks actually. Now let's take a closer look at the figure itself and then do accessories. Now, the figure itself, I will say since I think he's in his school uniform. No, right. This is his year outfit, which makes sense because the school uniform they would have been all the same. And I will say the articulation is really good actually. For a figure like this, it's actually really decent. And I will say it does have, I want to say it's like a ball joint right here, and right here on the top body and bottom lower body. That I think it is. I'm not even sure, but it feels like it because it could have been pretty much that much. Shocker. But I would have could been down a little more, but I mean, I just need to modify it myself if I had to. Well, it got drop down legs, so you move this piece of the way. It drops down, as you can see. I think it looks really good and drops down because you get a lot more range with the articulation. Now, articulation wise, not much of a back kick for the front grip or front kick. Sorry, when you drop down the legs, if you don't drop down the legs, it's almost the same. Emerson. Elbows are double jointed. However, due to the gauntlets, they get in the way from bending fully, so that's not good. Knees are double jointed, so they could get a really good bend out of that. Okay, and the legs or feet, sorry, the feet. They are on a, I want to say ball joint, and that way I think it is on. But it didn't go bend that far down, that far up, and for 360, and do have pegs for a stand. which in case you need one, but this figure actually stands pretty decently without one. So I mean, you could have seen whether you want to. And there's one thing I did talk about in the original Inferno. Okay, I almost had my own leg. In the original video, I was talking about this, which is now gone. Right here, pick up this panel, which is not easy. You take it off, you get put a stand right here to peg it in. This goes nowhere, which, I guess. So yeah, the head shaking could look down that much, look up that high. And I do like the script how the face looks. Actually, I like how it looks. Shoto looks fantastic. Same thing with the hands because since they are painted, articulation in the hands is pops. It go up that far, downwards looking, and down that far, down looking as well. It is, and these little plastic parts, these are like a soft rubber, so they can go up in case you need to go up. So in case you want to do a really good kick. So yeah. Now accessories. Let's look at accessories now. We have alternate faces. A somewhat narrow angry face and a full mad face. Which I like how they look because the eyes are already colored in there too. There's also fist hands, which can go. That is really tight. I'm not joking. The joints in the hands are so tight. It's kind of not easy to do. But okay. Oh crap. Okay. Keeping that far down and that far up, which makes sense. And if anyone not change faces, pull the hair from there to it'd be easier if something thin enough, but you can't see the crack pretty easily. So just put something right here, crack it open, and just pour the face and hair. And you can't see how it all works within the head. And two little joints it goes in. And I will say I'll pick the a little concern. I'll say concern kind of face and put it in. There you go. And the other accessories you do have with this figure is the ice effects. Foreign ice effects. This one right here, when I did get this figure, I didn't know what it was for. However, it's for the foot. So to make it look like he just shot eyes of his foot. And you have one for the gauntlet, which is actually really decent. It's not the best thing to fit on here, I will say. But it does stay on there. Just don't wiggle it too much. And the last effect is the fire effect for the hand. Only for the hand. No foot accessory for the leg. For the fire. I would wish they came with fire. And it's been for the fist. So it just slides in pretty much in there. So and it does have the range still. So that means you could aim this any way you wanted to. With the hand still moving around, which is actually really cool. And it's really cool looking. Translucent orange and everything. The fact you can see the wrist under there, I looks fantastic. It's just not easy to take out. So I hopefully over time it didn't get too stuck. And there is a bicep rotation right here, and I can go up that high up. I definitely can point that out, but that's on me. Now, size comparison wise, this guy is actually pretty decent size. Now here's the heavy arm, the heavy gun Gundam gears. Jazz and the Flame Toys Megatron IDW. And I get my final thoughts on this.
And I will say it is a regular figure, and I will say if you do collect the other wave, the other characters like Deku, Bakugo, and who are already released, I would say it's really good actually because it's not that bad of a figure, and it's not too stiff. I will say because I am collecting more legends, And some of the more legit characters, like the Punisher, and I wouldn't say the Battle Damage Spider-Man and the Magic the Gathering stuff. That one's stiff, especially within like the within the drop down legs. That one was really stiff. I'm gonna be right here, but I would say since it has drop down legs as well, they're not stiff like that one is, and it actually bends a lot more. And this one actually feels like it's more clickety and ratchety. I'm better than Puncher because that guy thinks he's just so stiff. I can't bend them at all. Well, I have over time. So I've been tending with like Agent Anti Venom. That guy was also very tight at first when he got inside the box. A lot of these figures are really tight, even if you don't think they are. They are really tight for you to play with, which is not fun to deal with because man, you just want to play with your stuff, but it's so stiff you can't even move the damn thing. Which I figured that out too many times where I gotta go through this figure and really break it. Not like actually break it, but like it feels like you're breaking it enough to make sure it is so possible to work with, not break it. If that makes any sense. I'm trying to figure out my phrasing and how stupid this shit is. And the physique are pretty good. It's only 8 pieces of stuff, but the amount they give you is worth getting. And for the pricing, it depends on how you want to look at it. That pricing could hurt your wallet or make you want to cry. I'm gonna go either or, but I don't mind it. I would take up more other characters, not for my hero in particular, but any other franchise they do. But I know they have Aaron Yeager, well, so I may pick that one up if I can find them. I might take my target. I take targets in general. So yeah. So yeah. Let's sorry, I'm a little brain fried right now. So anyways, tell me what you think. Would you buy this? Would you buy this figure actually? Because I know for me, I bought it. I think it's fantastic. But what do you think? So have a good day, y'all, and everything should be below in the link tree puts in the description if you know where I am. Peace out.